So first off, I'd like to apologize for the clickbait title, but anything to try and get these games in front of more eyes is basically what I'm trying to do. Um, Today is definitely a different one as well. As you can see, it's not my typical Ravaged Star. Today we're looking at another kind of game that I was very interested in when the Kickstarter came out, which was Epic Warpath from Mantic Games. And yeah, I'm super excited about this one. Um, I, I invested heavily in it, of course, and then took the plunge and decided to get some STLs as well. Um, Even though I've actually only got an FDM printer, I do not have a resin printer, and I actually haven't been upset at all with the results. I think that there's a lot of things that doesn't work for, and I probably won't be able to do infantry with it. However, I think as you can see with these, supers, that they've turned out not bad at all. I dare say even pretty decent, and I can't wait to get them on the actual table. Um, but I'll start with today the real reason that I bought an FDM printer in the beginning, which was, of course, for terrain. And as you can see, it does a remarkable job printing these. These are some cargo things that I got off Thingiverse, and the building as well. I guess I should have got the names of the fellows that made them, or girls, but I didn't. But they are on Thingiverse, and they are quite good. This one here is actually a failed print, where the top layers came apart on me. And so I took some modeling clay and filled it in, and then made piles, so it's like gravel. So I think that actually turned out quite well. And as you can see, I left the skirt on the one set of cargo containers and just put grass on it, which I think is kind of cool, although it does warp easily. So I will have to maybe look at doing something for that, or just forget it altogether. But as you can see, this was another free model they gave. Free STL, sorry, not free model. And I printed it on an FDM printer. You can't make out the shield stuff too well. There's a lot of lines and grooves in it. Try to make it sci-fi looking, but I was super impressed that the missile pods came out and some of the other details that came out on it. It came out pretty good, and I can't complain at all. I think the STLs I bought were 66 pounds, and I bought 4 armies. So I bought Enforcers, the Plague, Asterians, and Forge Fathers, just to have a good variety of units. And then I have the reinforcements for them as well. And I have a couple of supers coming from them. But I thought for $66, or 66, I shouldn't say 66 pounds, I would try and see if I could print some of the bigger stuff in the files, and then when I eventually get to go see my friend who has a resin printer, maybe get him to print some files for me. But as you can see, the painting might not be great. Sorry about that. The only thing I haven't done for this one yet is the guns. I am slightly concerned on what they're going to come out like, because they are pretty small. I may look at actually stealing the turrets off of the APCs and stuff that I have for Enforcers, and see if they'll fit nicely on them. I actually haven't looked at that yet, but I will. And then, but yeah, so I think this turned out quite well. I'll probably finish it later. Here was the Plague Lord that came as a print as well, a free STL. And to be honest, I can't believe how well it printed. You can see, of course, some lines on the top of his head. and on the rock and stuff. But overall, I think he turned out exceptionally well for a FDM printer. And then here, this is my last super that I finished, which is the Plague Battle Mech. And yeah, it turned out really well. I magnetized the arms, just so that he can do ultra cool poses all the time. A great model. I wasn't sure to begin with. It's about 9,000 pieces to print and make. Okay, not that many, but quite a few. But once you get gluing it together and stuff, man, it looks pretty stellar. I've been pretty excited and pretty happy about it. And I'm going to try and make a battle rep for this. I'm not sure how well they'll turn out, but I will see if I can make it and have it be actually interesting, either with making one of my elder children do it, or my wife likes to play if she's not working, so maybe we can get her to play too. She's interested in Forge Fathers, so we'll see how that works out. And then, of course, the Hugner, I think it's called, which is a super weapon for the Forge Fathers, or one of them. The paint job doesn't do it justice, I don't think. But overall, I was pretty excited with how that turned out. Even the tiny guns on it aren't too bad at all. Some of them even have a roundness to them, so I think that's pretty good. And overall, like, those are 30 pounds a piece. So right there in those three models, that's 90 pounds plus shipping from Great Britain. So the STLs, I think, are already have paid off. So I can't really complain about that. Generally, when I get into a game, I get in fairly heavily, but I don't try to get into too many games. I did think of Imperial Legion, Games Workshop's Epic Scale. It's so expensive. It's so prohibitively expensive. It's $1,000 for an army. I do know that they have a much better variety. They have more lore and stuff behind the stuff, but just the price is prohibitive, and you can't find it aftermarket, or not aftermarket, but used. It's just not got a great big following right now, so you have a difficult time trying to follow it. I'm shaking around like a drunk, but I'm perfectly sober, I'm afraid. Anyways, I wanted to show you these ships as well that I think turned out actually really well. I have to paint the guns, which will just be Leadbetter or silver or something like that. But actually the lines, I actually think the lines on them are almost beneficial and don't actually take away from them. I think they turned out quite well, and I'm super excited about them. Of course, the part of the problem, though, is what's on the bottom side, which is not as nice. Oh, let's see that. But if your people are playing and looking at that side, then you've probably broke it. So I guess it doesn't matter that much. Down here is one of the ones that I considered not as good. Was not really a success. This is the Jotun, sort of like artillery for the Forge Fathers. They turned out fine, you know what they are, but they also have a very distinct look to them. So, I mean, I think they turned out fine, and I'll use them, and it'll be easy to know what they are, but they maybe aren't the best, as I say. Of course, the all the infantry are from actual Mantic, and I'm just slowly finishing up the 4 armies. I have the enforcers completed. Well, except the reinforcements, which still haven't arrived yet. But I have the enforcers, the plague, completed. I still have the infantry, like half the infantry to do for the Asterians and for the Forge Fathers. So, yeah, so that's about it. Again, this is actually just the same print twice, and then stick it together. I think it makes a nice little building. You could stick it apart, whatever you want, really. But I think it just will look good on the battlefield. So, yeah, just not a too long video today, just to say that I'm super excited for Mantic and Epic and to get to play. The problem, I live in Canada, so the problem is that it's really not available here. I see on Envy, I am envious of, the players in Britain that, they're already getting into tournaments and stuff, and I'm, guys talking about bringing their 4 armies so other people can play and stuff like that at 1,000 points, which is really cool. But unfortunately, there really isn't any kind of calling for them here, at least at the moment. And even Firefight and Kings of War really don't have much following around here. So I guess I'll just be making my family play games with me, which is, for the most part, they don't mind. They'll do it for Dad. So, anyways, have a great day, and yeah, think about maybe what you can do with your own FDM printer. Alrighty, thanks.